Hey guys, it's quite a windy day, so I hope the wind's not so loud you can't hear me. I put up a video earlier today from yesterday, and said in the video that there are a couple of things that I think have really been helping me to be totally fine with this brain cancer diagnosis and totally fine with, the fact that I could be dying soon. Totally open to the idea that maybe I'll be, somebody who lives through it. I haven't found a case of that yet. Not the way that my diagnosis is. But, we'll just wait and see. So I talked about one of those reasons in an earlier short video today, and I thought I would give the other reason now before I forget to tell you, because I do forget a lot these days. But I talked about this in an earlier video, so I'll keep it pretty short. But what it is that, over the years in my life, and especially like in the last 10 years, especially when I got out here on Maui, started spending a lot of time in Maui and got hooked up not just with the vegan community, because I've been vegan for 17 years and written books and things, but a lot of people in this vegan community are also in the same spiritual community, and that has really, really changed my life. And I started reading spiritual books a long time ago, maybe 20 years ago, but just kind of questioning. I was never like a super strong Christian believer. I was brought up Christian for sure. But then I remember the Dalai Lama came out with some popular book, and so I got the Dalai Lama's book, and then I was kind of interested in Buddhist books, and just started reading different things and got into Jewish books and went to one of those, here I go losing my words, those things that you go to for a week or two, whatever those are called, not a vacation, but when you go to some program and they've got a whole line of topics they cover and teach you and everything like that. It's called Nine Gates Mystery School if you're interested. It was really fantastic. It's actually 2 retreats over 6 months. Anyway, long story short, I started reading about all of these different religions, and I started getting really interested in them. But I've always been very left brain, and so I was just reading and learning quite a bit, but not really practicing very well. And then when I got to Maui, I got introduced to kirtan singing, which really brought me into the moment. Kind of took me out of my head and my thinking world and put me in the moment of just being and just like praising God. However you see God, it didn't matter. I don't care how you see God. If you think God has a son named Jesus and a wife named Mary and all, whatever, or if you just believe like, hey, God's around, however God is, it doesn't matter to me. I think it's just been really, really helpful to me to look around at what people have to say about religions and spirituality and find out what really fit with my beliefs and my head. And maybe one day I'll tell you my beliefs, but I don't think it matters, because we all believe differently, and that's totally fine. But I think when you really believe something, and a belief is a belief, I get it. I mean, the definition of a belief means it's not a fact. So if you believe we go to heaven or hell, or you believe we're reincarnated, I think it's important to recognize, like, yeah, it's a belief. It can be a strong belief, but it doesn't mean that it's a fact, because we simply don't know. So I've just come to read all this stuff, and I've figured out what my beliefs are, and I recognize that I could be wrong, but because it's what I believe in, I don't think I am, so we'll just see what happens. But based on what I believe in, I'm okay with this diagnosis. And so I just wanted to tell you that kind of the 2 things that really are keeping me in such a great spot is, one is from the last video, just being here in the present moment. Like I'm feeling, as I talk to you, I'm feeling the wind hitting my shoulder, because I have a shirt without a shoulder on each side. So I'm like, wow, feel that wind. As I'm talking to you, I'm thinking like, wow, it's amazing. And hear those beautiful leaves. It's just beautiful. And the cat, meow, one side of the house. But I'm just so present. And that's item number 1 for me that I think is really keeping me so happy, because I'm not in my head thinking, oh my God, what if I die? Oh my God, like, listen to the leaves, listen to the cat, like, wow. And then the second reason is I have some pretty strong spiritual beliefs of my own that I've just come to find work for me. Might not work for you, so don't need to tell you what they are. But I do highly recommend that if you haven't ever looked at that kind of stuff, it might be worth it. It might help you get to a place too where should you end up in a situation like this, it's okay. It's okay. All right, love you guys.